Etheric Sight by Annie Besant, read by Dave Marsland of Cardiff Theosophical Society. Etheric Sight. Further evolution will enlarge our physical consciousness, bringing within the range of the senses that which at present is physically superconscious to most. Within the realm of the physical superconsciousness come all the phenomena belonging to the etheric region of the physical not yet brought within the waking consciousness. The perceptive power of consciousness can, at present, only work through the five senses as waking consciousness, and their scope is limited. Consider sight. We see solids and liquids and coloured gases, but not ordinary air. Science tells us of invisible rays beyond the violet of the spectrum, and of invisible rays below the red. That means that out of the huge number of vibrations in the ether, the eye can utilise 7 sets and is irresponsive to all the rest. Were its limits of vibration changed, our whole world of sight would change. If the eye worked under the impact of certain electrical rays, the opaque would become transparent, and the transparent opaque. We should see through walls, but not through glass windows. So also with the ear and other sense organs. That which to us is darkness is light to the ant. We cannot trace a friend by his scent, as can the dog. There are sounds above and below our hearing. Out of a universe of countless vibrations, we can respond to but a tiny number, but the number increases with our evolution. Etheric sight is possessed by many animals, and by many human beings of small mental power, or living under peculiar climatic conditions. It disappears with civilization, and can be developed ahead of ordinary evolution by deliberate effort, being the next stage ahead of physical evolution. This brings within view multitudes of nature spirits belonging to the etheric regions of our physical world, the constitution of physical objects up to the sight of the ultimate physical atom, the class of ghosts who are human beings not freed from the etheric double, the praetors of the Hindu, the etheric double interpenetrating the dense body and extending beyond it. In short, everything in the physical world, including the composition of the various objects found in it. Let me take a few examples. An occultist draws a physically visible object towards him from a place beyond his reach. Etheric sight will notice an etheric prolongation of his arm that pulls it towards him, or a current of magnetism pulling or pushing it. The current is generated by thought, but that is not visible to etheric sight. Or an etheric nature spirit, elemental, fetching it. These are the usual ways. In healing by magnetism, etheric sight sees a magnetic current directed to the place of trouble and watches the effect. In diagnosing disease, etheric sight observes the seat of the disease and describes the state of the tissues. It sees the gnomes, hosts of Cabera, undines, fire elementals and sylphs. In spiritualistic seances, it sees the coming out of the double of the entranced medium and the phenomena brought about by it and by physical elementals. It sees the materials drawn from the medium and any sensitives present, and the building of materialized forms. Sir William Crookes, I may note here, made his famous investigation into materializations, seeing the entranced medium away from the materialized form, by inventing a light the vibrations of which were weak and did not therefore shatter the materialization. A materialized form can no more bear ordinary light than the chemical salts used in photography can bear it. No fraud is concealed by the black cloth over the camera of the photographer or by his dark room. Exclusion of light is necessary, because light disintegrates the necessary chemical compounds, and the allegation that darkness is needed in spiritualistic seances merely to conceal fraud is childish and ignorant. An ordinary ghost, an etheric double slightly materialized, promptly disappears before a light because he cannot hold his materialization together under the impact of light rays. If a child is nervous in the dark, a light should always be kept in the rooms, though few children are nervous unless they have been frightened.